This short video is to explain you some branches of ophthalmic artery inside the orbit. So the ophthalmic artery is the main artery which is supplying to the contents of the orbit and also to the neighboring structures. So this ophthalmic artery is a branch arising from the internal carotid artery. So this is the internal carotid artery inside the cranial fossa. And from the internal carotid artery there is a branch called as ophthalmic artery. This ophthalmic artery along with the optic nerve enters to the optic canal and further it will run forwards to enter to the orbital cavity. And remember, this ophthalmic artery will be initially just lateral to the optic nerve. Further it will cross the optic nerve medially. And this crossing will happen above the optic nerve. So this is the optic nerve. This ophthalmic artery crosses the optic nerve above medially. Along with this ophthalmic artery, there are two more structures which are crossing the optic nerve. That is superior ophthalmic vein and also the nasociliary nerve. These three structures are crossing the optic nerve above. Further, this ophthalmic artery is running along the medial aspect of optic nerve and also the eyeball. It is running forwards. So remember, this ophthalmic artery is providing various branches. So to understand or to remember easily, we can remember there are 10 branches from the ophthalmic artery. And the first branch to be described is central artery of retina. So this artery arises from the ophthalmic artery and it will pierce the optic nerve. The dura mater of optic nerve will be pierced by central artery of retina. Why this artery is called as central artery of retina? This will pass within the optic nerve further. After piercing the dura mater, it will be entering to the substance of optic nerve and it is running forwards in order to reach to the inner layer of the retina. There it will spread or it will divide into several branches. And remember, this is an end artery, the central artery of retina. And the terminal branches of this retinal artery can be seen with the ophthalmoscope. Further, it will provide another branch towards the lateral aspect. This is called as lacrimal artery. This lacrimal artery will be going towards the lacrimal gland. So this is located lateral to the eyeball and lateral to the optic nerve. So it is running laterally. This lacrimal artery provides branches, muscular branches, especially to the lateral rectus muscle. Further, it is providing another branches in the lateral aspect, that is zygomatic artery. And this zygomatic artery divides into two, zygomaticotemporal and zygomaticofacial artery respectively. Further, it will provide the glandular branches to lacrimal gland, and also we have to notice another branch, lateral palpebral artery. This lateral palpebral artery supplies to the upper and lower eyelids in its lateral aspect by dividing into superior and inferior lateral palpebral arteries. Further, let us come to the ophthalmic artery proper. This ophthalmic artery provides several branches which are entering to the sclera or which are piercing the sclera. These are long and short posterior ciliary arteries. So these are all posterior ciliary arteries, long and short posterior ciliary arteries. These are supplying to the eyeball, especially its posterior segments. Further, it will give one more branch, that is the muscular branch, that will provide branch to the medial rectus muscle. And another branch is supraorbital artery. Supraorbital artery. This supraorbital artery runs further forwards and it will reach to the supraorbital region. At the supraorbital notch or supraorbital foramen, it will enter to the forehead region. The other arteries are posterior ethmoidal artery and anterior ethmoidal artery respectively. These two arteries are entering through the posterior ethmoidal canal and anterior ethmoidal canal very close to the medial aspect of the orbit. And by passing through these canals, it will supply the posterior ethmoidal sinus, anterior and middle ethmoidal sinus respectively. Posterior ethmoidal artery usually supplies to the posterior ethmoidal sinus. Anterior ethmoidal artery supplies to the middle and also the anterior ethmoidal sinus groups. Further, if we trace it forwards, another branch, tiny branch, is the medial palpebral artery. This medial palpebral artery supplies to the eyelids, upper and lower eyelids in its medial aspect. The last to explain is two terminal branches, that is supratrochlear and dorsal nasal. This supratrochlear artery that enters to the forehead, very close to the root of the nose, and it will supply the forehead and also the adjoining scalp region. But the dorsal nasal branch, the dorsal nasal artery, that will be anastomosing with the facial terminal aspect of the facial artery very close to the medial angle of eye. So these are the 10 branches of ophthalmic artery within the orbit. Thank you.